Hello everyone and welcome back to What If League. Today we're going to try a new experiment and mainly what would have happened in the Premier League if Chelsea had signed Romelu Lukaku instead of Manchester United and the Red Devils signed Alvaro Morata, the Spanish striker that plays for Chelsea. We are going to change the teams, then fast forward 3 or 4 seasons into the future and see how they affected their respective teams. So first of all, let's start with Lukaku. Move to another club. Let's see the transfer fee that was paid by Manchester United to Everton was 75 million pounds. So we're going to keep that and transfer him to Chelsea for the same amount. So that's going to be practically a net transfer. Oops, maybe I didn't do something. There it is. So Chelsea and then 75 million pounds. So there it is. Lukaku is now a player of Chelsea. Next we have Alvaro Morata. So for Alvaro Morata, we're going to check the same thing. So 58 millions. So we're going to keep that and transfer him for 58 million to Manchester United. So we're practically going to do what were the rumors in the summer before the actual transfers were done. So there it is. Now, after all of this is done, we're going to move straight to the 1st of January when we are going to arrange Virgil van Dijk's transfer to Liverpool, and after that, we're going to fast forward until the end of season 2021. Here we are now at the 1st of January 2018, and we're just going to transfer Virgil van Dijk to Liverpool for the reported fee of 75 million pounds, sorry. And then we'll have a quick sneak peek at the table just to see what was the effect initially before we fast forward until the end of 3 seasons in the future. So there it is. Virgil van Dijk is now a player of Liverpool for 75 million pounds. Let's just have a quick look at the table. Chelsea are leading the way. Lukaku with 10 goals, Morata 9 goals for Manchester United. So Lukaku is doing quite well at Chelsea and he has headed them to the top of the table. Manchester City at the same time are having a mare of a season at 6th place so far. So let's see how things evolve by the end of this season and then in the next 2 or 3. Okay, so now we have fast forwarded to the 30th of May 2021 and let's have a look at what happened in the Premier League in the meantime. So the last time we were here, we were mid-season where Chelsea were leading the way in the first season after our small experiment where Lukaku actually moved to Chelsea and Morata moved to Manchester United, and we can see that the champions for this year here are Manchester United, Chelsea second place, only 2 points behind them, Arsenal and Man City on third and fourth, Liverpool, Tottenham missing on Champions League football. Swansea, Huddersfield and Everton are going down. Let's have a look at what happened in that very season. Unfortunately, we cannot see the player statistics for the next season, so we're just going to have to look at the table. So let's go back to the stages, and then we'll have a look at the performance of the individual players. So in the first season, United pipped Chelsea to the title with 2 points. In the next season, United won the title again by 11 points clear of second place Chelsea, Tottenham and Manchester City in third and fourth respectively. Aston Villa, Sunderland and Birmingham are going down in the second season. Third season, Manchester United have their third title in a row, Manchester City challenging in second place, managing to get second place only on goal difference. You see here Chelsea have finished third, Arsenal fourth, Tottenham and Liverpool missing out on Champions League again. Burnley, Bournemouth and Nottingham Forest are relegated that year. And the last season that we have recorded and simulated, Manchester United winning the title for a fourth consecutive time. Arsenal, Chelsea and Manchester City are finishing in the Champions League places. Wolves, Norwich and Swansea relegated. Let's have a quick look at the transfers. In the very first year we saw Virgil van Dijk and Lukaku were transfers that we forced as well as Morata. Then Koulibaly moved from Napoli to Chelsea for a very, very large sum of money. Then we see Matthijs de Ligt, okay, so that's not that interesting. Next season, Roberto Firmino switched Anfield for the Emirates and moved from Liverpool to Arsenal for 105 million pounds. Chelsea signed two players for an accumulative or close to 140 million pounds, Andre Silva from AC Milan and Rafael Guerreiro from Dortmund. And if you see lower in the list, you can see that Arsenal are actually spending quite a lot of money this year. Let's see, in the next transfer season, Felipe Coutinho and Mohamed Salah have left Liverpool, so this means that probably Liverpool are now with a completely overhauled squad. Manchester United on the other side keep piling players, so they're buying. Eden Hazard moved from Chelsea to Manchester United from 92 million pounds. This is an incredible transfer. I have never seen Hazard move into another English club, so this is very strange that Chelsea have agreed to sell him. But now let's have a look at our test subjects. First, let's start with Lukaku. So Lukaku, let's have a look what happened. This is where we get the transfer. First season, he scored 19 goals in the Premier League, 26 goals in total. So he had a very, very nice opening season with Chelsea. Unfortunately, they didn't win the league in none of the seasons. In the next season, 21 goals, 15 in the league. Not bad at all. He actually has a higher average ranking because of the assists, and probably he had a better overall play. Third season, 14 goals in total, and the last season, 19 goals of total. Let's just see in the milestones if he did win something. So he was named in a couple of best season 11, team of the week. That's all right. That's all right. Top goal scorer of the Premier League. This is the first season, and it appears that that's all. Yeah. So Lukaku did not win quite a lot. Now let's check with Morata. Morata won 4 titles at least, we know that much. So in his first season, 24 goals, 18 in the league. In his second season, 25 goals, 15 in the league. Then 17 to 12, and in the end, 21 to 13. So Morata has scored a bit more than Lukaku in terms of awards. Let's just have a quick look. So he was the Supporters Player of the Year in the third season. So he won an individual award in the team, which was nice. He was inducted into the Spain overall best 11, so I imagine that Spain probably had some good performance. Let's also have a look in the other competitions what happened. So we see here in the Europa League, this is the first season. Chelsea won the competition by beating Bilbao in the final. Liverpool went out in the semis. Then in the second season, Liverpool beat Inter in the final. In the third season, we have Chelsea beating Tottenham, so far we have total English dominance. And in the last season, Liverpool beat Roma, so Liverpool won this cup two years out of four, and out of all four, they were all won by English teams. Going to the main European competition, in the very first season, Real Madrid beat Barcelona in the final. We see that both Manchester teams lost in the semis by Real and Barcelona respectively. In the second season, however, we have an English final where Manchester United with Alvaro Morata and Chelsea with Romelu Lukaku met in the final, United winning 3-1. We had 3 teams in the semis. Arsenal qualified here as well. Let's just have a quick look. We had Manchester City losing in the quarterfinals by Bayern Munich. In the third season, Manchester City lost out to Barcelona in the final, so Manchester United eventually lost to City in the semis, and in the final season, Manchester United beat Barcelona 3-1 in the final, having won, I think now this means, yep, 2 titles in 4 years. So this is phenomenal performance from Manchester United. They have 4 titles in England and 2 titles in Europe. This is really, really impressive stuff. If we go and have a look at the tactics that United are employing just to have an understanding of what is happening, we can see that Anthony Martial is now the starting striker. He is valued at 76 million pounds. Let's just have a quick look at what is the evaluation for Morata, just to have an understanding. He's 71 million pounds, which means that Martial is higher potential or maybe even higher ability at the moment. We see that Lorenzo Insigne is a left winger. We see Felice D'Amico in the center, Azar on the right, Gagliardini in the center of the midfield, Bernat in left fullback position. Alderweireld from Tottenham is now playing in the center of the defense. And Ricardo Pereira. Ricardo Pereira has been bought from Porto for 18 millions in the second season to play as the right fullback of this team. What I'm also seeing is this guy here, Tony Dixon. So this is a regen goalkeeper that United have created and have kept. Angel Gomez is now in the first team, which is interesting. We see that he played actually in 2 games. If we look at his history, He did not make any breakthrough this season. Hope probably he will make in the next. I'm not sure if I'm going to simulate next seasons in this simulation. Let me know in the comments if you want to see that. Now let's have a look at Lukaku's performance in Chelsea. So here it is. This is Romelu Lukaku, and let's have a look at the tactic squad for Chelsea. We can see that he is actually being employed as a left winger, not so much as a striker, with Andre Silva playing in the middle and Gelson Martins from or was he from Sporting? Yeah, he was from Sporting, is on the other wing. So we have one very quick and technical winger on the right and one very powerful winger on the left. Very interesting strategy here. Who is the manager of Chelsea at the time? Let's just have a quick look. So we have the head coach Antonio Conte. They were not changing any staff in Chelsea, although they didn't win the title. Means that Abramovich was probably a bit more patient than he is in reality, but this is what it is. Looking at this squad of Chelsea, I can see a lot of new names, and actually I can see some people which in other saves I've seen in other places, which is quite natural. We can see Andrija Balic here, 23-year-old Croat player. He's coming from Udinese for $32 million in the last third transfer window. He had a very good season for Chelsea. And then who is this Conti? Andrea Conti, 27-year-old right wing back. Okay, so all of this looks quite interesting. As I said, I'm not sure if I want to keep this safe simulating further years in the future. So if you want to see that happening, please let me know in the comments. Otherwise, if you have any questions or requests for me, do let me know. And until the next time, bye.